Your batting mindset. The batting mindset is a part of the game that I believe is not spoken about enough, but is essential for you to score runs at any level. It is at its most importance before an innings, when you first go out to bat, when times get tough, and also when you get a little bit tired. So I'm going to go through a few points that will help you develop your batting mindset. Firstly, being able to control your nerves is something that we all go through. It can be extremely hard. Some days you're more nervous than others, and it's really hard to work out why. What I'd like to say is that nerves are an extremely normal part of the game. Anything that you care about in life, you're going to be nervous for. So don't feel like you're on your own in this scenario. I'm very much sure the bowler at the other end is going to be extremely nervous as well. What I think the best thing to do in this situation is to actually have a plan ready to go for when you go out to bat. So this starts all in your preparation. Think about when you were studying for an exam. The ones that you're most nervous for are usually the ones that you're least prepared for. It's the same when you go out to bat. Preparation is going to be key for you to go out there feeling as comfortable as possible. Dealing with pressure can be extremely difficult. How will it feel out there when you're batting? Is everything will feel a lot more fast paced? The fielders are so much quicker. Everything's moving. So what I like to do in this situation is take a deep breath, think about your task at hand and how you can improve the situation. For example, you could be out there and two blokes at the other end have got out extremely quickly. There's nothing you can do about that now. It's about sitting back, taking a second, working out what you need to do to help the team out. The next one I want to talk about is actually watching the ball. Might sound a little bit silly, but when you're in the nets next time, someone's bowling to you, actually concentrate on that ball coming out of the hand. What you might actually notice is a lot of the time we're just looking at the bowler running in. And what happens with this is you'll actually lose sight when the ball comes out. So this can be extremely difficult when the bowler has some sort of weird action. Actually watching the ball come out of the hand is going to help you see the ball maybe that meter, 2 meters quicker, which is going to help you have that little bit of extra time to be able to play the shot that you want. See the ball as clear as possible. The next one I want to talk about is being in control of your emotions. What I like to use is an anchor or a habit that before I go out to bat or before I face each ball, I will do this thing to bring me back to normal. So in my sense, I like to sing a song. So when I'm waiting to bat, that's something that will relax me. Same thing when I'm waiting to face the ball. So in between each balls, walk away, sing that little tune in my head, and that brings me back to normal. I find this extremely beneficial to me when the pressure's on. It just allows me to relax, be in my most comfortable environment, because that's exactly where you want to be when you're out in the middle batting. Improving your concentration and patience is going to become even more important as you progress through the grades. As the bowling gets harder to face, as it gets more accurate, you'll be facing more balls that are likely to get you out. In this scenario, the bowlers are trying to wait for you to make a mistake. So this is when your patience comes in. It's being able to wait through a lot of those good balls to be able to capitalize on that bad ball. These are two things that you can improve at training. Facing 50, 100 really good balls, mixed in with a few not so good balls, and being able to capitalize on that whilst not getting out to those good balls. That type of training is going to help you score runs for a longer period of time. Your ability to read a situation is extremely important. I'm going to go through a few examples now and how this could apply to you. So if you're out there, 2 for 100, going extremely well, you started to score freely, you're on 20, and what happens next is you lose 2 wickets at the other end. You're now 4 for 100, and the bowling team has their tail up. They're really excited, they think they're on top now. The worst thing for you to be able to do is to try to continue scoring freely as you are, maybe taking that extra risk, and then being 5 for 100. So being able to read that situation is extremely important. With you being the set batsman, it's really important for you to be there for that next bit, especially until your partner is in and set as well. Another good example could be in a one-day match. When you and your partner are both on 45 runs, and the bowling and the fielding is starting to drop a little bit. So from there, the best thing for you guys to do is to start accelerating, taking that extra risk because you got 2 set batsmen in. There are so many more situations to go through, and I'll talk through them in later modules. The last and most important part of your batting mindset is knowing your game. Whether that be when you first come out to bat, that you're a little bit susceptible to a good length ball and nicking off, or whether that be knowing your 2 big shots, so later in an innings, you know exactly where to slog. It could be knowing where to hit that single, but just knowing exactly the types of bowlers that are going to get you out, but also the types of bowlers that you can attack and score your runs off. Your batting mindset can be worked on both at home, the nets, and also in a game. What I suggest is that you spend some time when you're at home thinking about your game, really thinking about your mindset. Where is it right now? Where can I improve? And what of these things on the board can I work on to get the most out of my batting?